Hi, Clara Rhoden here, and in today's lesson we are going to be talking about tones and semitones. So, tones and semitones are what music is built on, and it's really important that you understand what they are in order for you to then understand everything else I'm going to teach you from here. So when we start talking about scales, major, minor, and chords, all of these things are built on the foundation of tones and semitones. Okay, so let me explain what a tone and what a semitone is. You remember when I was teaching you the parts of the guitar and when I was teaching you the finger exercise, we looked at these things called frets. Now, the really easy thing about this on the guitar is that frets represent a semitone. So every fret is one semitone. A tone equals two semitones. So to go from here to here, that is one tone. And so a simple way of remembering it is, everybody knows the theme to Baby Shark. The start of that song, they have this. Those of us who are older will think of Jaws the movie. Now that interval is called a semitone. And a tone, that sounds like the start of a song. And so, do, re, so that is a tone. So, semitone, Baby Shark. A tone is do, re, like you're singing. Cool. So, how do tones and semitones work on the guitar? So, on the guitar, you'll notice that there's a certain number of semitones between each string. So when we're going from the E string to the A string, how many semitones are there in between the two strings? Let's count them. So we start with the E, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can check that by playing the next string. Can you hear that? It's the same note. Make sure your guitar's in tune. So we have 5 semitones between the E string and the A string. Now let's check the next one. So that's the A. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then check it with the next note. It's the same. So we have 5 semitones between the A string and the D string as well. Now let's check the next one. So we've got the D, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a G. Great. All right, now this one is the tricky one. So between your G and your B string, there's actually one less semitone. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is the one we've got to be really careful of. So the G to the B is only 4 semitones. All right, and then after that, we're going from the B back to the E. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So back to 5 semitones. All right, so let's recap. Between the E string and the A string, we have 5 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between the A string and the D string, we have 5 semitones again. Between the D string and the G string, we have 5 semitones. And between the G string and the B string, we have 4 semitones. We've got to remember that one. And And then from the B to the E, it is 5 again. Okay, so that makes it pretty easy. All you have to remember is it is 5 semitones, and if you look on your guitar, it is the second dot. See these dots on your fretboard? They actually help you to know where to play. So you'll notice that the first dot is on the 3rd fret. That's the 3rd fret. And the second dot is on the 5th fret. And so when we're looking at our guitar from up here, we just look at that second dot and we know that is the 5th fret. And so sometimes when you don't have a tuner, please always have a tuner, but if for some reason you don't have a tuner, you can tune your guitar so that it's at least in tune with itself by using this method. So you go to the 5th fret and just check that they're the same. See, mine's a little bit out, so I can just, and then don't forget the G is 4 frets, and then back to the 5th fret. Cool. So let's do a quiz. How many semitones between the E string and the A string? How many semitones between the A string and the D string? How many semitones between the D string and the G string? How many semitones between the G string and the B string? And how many semitones between the B string and the E string? Why don't you write it down in the comments below? Try not to cheat. And I'll see you in the next lesson.